Hello,
Hey.
I am the Godless Engineer, and here we are talking with some members of the Mythicist Milwaukee team. We're going to be talking about their upcoming conference that they have later on this year, and they've got some really interesting guests. As well as this is their second conference this year, and I wish that I could be there, but I've got money issues, so I can't get up there. But I'm glad to know that they are doing this again. So
And I am the godless engineer, a conscious pioneer, a logic general, a reason brigadier. More bullshit from the pulpit. Meet me in the comment section and you get schooled, bitch. The godless engineer.
hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Godless, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. Just it's hot as all get out down here. It's getting on into the hundreds.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty steamy here today, but it's cooling off quick. It's going to be back down to the 60s tomorrow.
Yeah, it was like 85 earlier, and then I went outside like an hour ago, and it was down to like, I don't know, 60 almost.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
well-
tell the front came in.
Yeah, you guys suck. Okay. Well, let's talk about this conference that you guys got coming up. So, what is the premise of this conference? Is it just more mythicist stuff, or is what are you guys going to be talking about at it?
Well, for this conference, this is the follow-up to the Misinformation Conference that we did in April that you were a part of, Godless. That conference was the first conference ever, atheist secular conference ever done in the history of Milwaukee, and we did the research, and that was the first one. So one of the things we saw was that the people that came, they really loved it, and then they really wanted it to happen again. So we got a lot of surveys filled out and things like that, and they wanted it to happen again. Now, our original goal with it was to, for the next event, just have kind of a small event and just have Mandisa Thomas come and then do the Misinformation Conference in 2016. But we had some news that Killah Priest from the Wu-Tang Clan wanted to come and do a lecture in Milwaukee and partner with Mythicist Milwaukee. So from there, we just started brainstorming and trying to figure out, what's the best way to do this. And lo and behold, we're doing the Misinformation Conference Part 2 with Killah Priest. As Rob likes to say, that's not a misspeak. That is Killah Priest from the Wu-Tang Clan, Mandisa Thomas, David Fitzgerald, and Arthur George.
Oh, that's awesome. So, how did you guys get Killah Priest exactly?
Well, Killah Priest, his management team is a big fan of our page, and we've been talking to them on and off in the past about things, and we're always looking for things to partner up with. And it just, the first conference went off, and it did really well. And we were just like, hey, we may as well reach out and say, hey, you want to come to the next conference? And his management team was just all about it. They sold it to him. He loves it. He's excited about it. So this would be his debut presentation as a public speaking event at one of these conferences. And he's technically not an atheist. He's very spiritual. He kind of sees all of the religions. He's a student of religion. But it's very progressive thinking of him to attend, a secular event and, support what we're trying to do. So we're really honored to have him. It's really exciting.
Oh yeah, I bet so. Rob and Lawrence, what do you guys think about Killah Priest making a debut lecture?
So I was actually in the Wu-Tang Clan for 2 years
Oh.
in the 90s.
And
So,
I was actually their manager.
Yeah, I
For like-
wasn't even born when those
For
guys
like the past
started.
3, yeah.
Wu-Tang's been around for so long. Wu-Tang is one of the most influential hip-hop groups that has ever been. I don't know, how many people know, from our circles. We don't really listen to a lot of rap and hip-hop, but they are huge, man. They've been an absolute leader for at least 20, 25 years. And I listened to a few songs just to get a flavor for what they're about. It's tight. It's good stuff. But the fact that someone of that stature is coming, it just means so much to the movement in Milwaukee and us in particular.
And I know plenty of people that are interested in coming just for Killah Priest. They don't care about the rest of it, but they would totally go. And they would totally go. Actually, I don't know. Is Killah Priest going to the after party?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's going to be a before party this time. The last conference we did an after party with Godless and Richard Carrier and Hemet Mehta and James Kirk Wall. Well, this time the party's going to be the night before. So we will have Mandisa Thomas there, Killah Priest, Arthur George, and David Fitzgerald. So really excited about that. And just for your listeners' sake, Godless, I just want to clarify something. So he is very spiritual. He actually, when he first got into the Wu-Tang Clan, he actually took a couple years off to study religion. That's all he did, was he went to classes and things like that, and he really got deep into studying religion. So he's definitely a student of the religious traditions and ideas and all of that. But again, he's more supporting our secular. Oh, again, echo. But essentially, just make sure that your listeners know he's studied religions for years, and he doesn't subscribe to any dogma or any one religion. He's a student of all of them. So it's kind of like the mythicist position that we take. It's just that our mythicist position that we take, we tend to partner with secularism and atheism, but mythicism can also be partnered with spirituality as well, just finding value and meaning in the stories.
Well, yeah, because I've always took the mythicism or mythicist approach as being more, acknowledging the myths of our past and everything like that. So it's not exactly tied to any kind of dogma or really, I guess, offends any kind of dogma, in my opinion. But, that whole nuns group is really growing in America. And I kind of feel like that's kind of what you're getting at, is that he's more or less part of the nuns, where he doesn't subscribe to a particular religion or whatnot, but he still considers himself spiritual.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's awesome that he has taken that approach. I know that not a lot of people in the African-American community have taken that approach. So I think that that's pretty awesome of him. Now, I'm kind of curious, do you guys know what he's going to be talking about at the conference?
So right now, and I apologize, I'm speaking because I'm the one that's kind of working with Killah Priest's team and getting him here. But right now, he's going to be speaking in a broad sense about how religion has influenced his music and why he uses some of the symbology and messages from religion in his music. And anyone that listens to his music, it's pretty clear, right away He's talking about the ancient religions. He's talking about what we consider modern day religions. He's talking about all of them, and it's again, he's not subscribing to just one, and especially not subscribing to the Abrahamic faith. He's just kind of talking about all of them in generalities, and he appreciates symbologies in all of them.
Awesome. Now,
sounds like he.
What was that?
Sorry, which one of you guys are going to talk first?
I was going to say, it sounds like he sees the commonality in religion, the kernel of truth maybe that a lot of people seek that all religions have in common. And in that way, it relates to what Mythicist Milwaukee does, looking at the common mythological roots. So there's a nice parallel there.